about four types of strokes. Can anyone share what are those four types of strokes? Names?
Conditional positive, conditional negative, unconditional positive, unconditional negative.
Yes. And now I come to something which is a very tricky kind of a stroke that we see day to day life. That's called a plastic stroke. You know, you go to the office and you have to get some work done to your boss. Good morning, sir. Sir, you're looking really fresh and handsome today, sir. Did you really mean it from the heart? If yes, that's genuine stroke. That's a genuine positive stroke. But a lot of time, this is a plastic stroke given to get your things done. Yeah. And let me tell another very interesting kind of stroke. That's called a counterfeit stroke. Like the counterfeit notes, there's a counterfeit stroke. You tell someone, wow, what a wonderful shirt you're wearing. Looking so smart. It's fabulous. It's enhancing your personality. Did you get from that roadside near our house? To realize that it may appear to the other person that you're really appreciating. Yeah? And suddenly you put down that person by saying that. Yeah, this happens a lot of times, especially when people have to some or the other one get back to the other person. You know, we say a game called Now I Got You, now I got you back. Yeah. So this happens even in a lot of ladies' parties and clubs where you really pass some comment on the dress you're wearing. Wow, you're looking fabulous. And but this is very common, yeah? Something like that. Yeah. So I leave you with these two more strokes, which is a plastic stroke. You do not mean it, but you give it because you have to get some job done. And then it's like some to get back to a person who used a counterfeit stroke. With this note, we complete the prepared speeches round and I invite the timer, Toastmaster Kunal, to share the timer's report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Falgunan. I would like to give the report for the speeches timing. Sapna took 7 minutes 28 seconds and Sai took 7 minutes 21 seconds. Both the speakers are qualified for voting. And I would like to say that we are running 6 minutes late on the meeting. Over to you, Falgunan.
Thank you, Kunal, for sharing that timing report and also to let us know that we are 6 minutes delayed. So without any ado, we directly move to the next round of the meeting, which is the table topics round. And I would like to invite someone who is always there. And I genuinely mean that. Even before the club chartered, I would just call him, hi, I need you to take up the role. And he's there. And even for this meeting, when we were falling short of role players, he said, I am ready to take two roles. Please invite the table topics master, Toastmaster Jay Singh, with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you very much for this nice welcome, the warm welcome. It's really mean a lot for me. And I know it's a positive stroke, not just for the completion of the work. Thank you. Okay, so before we go ahead, today we are having 9 members in the meeting, or we can say 8 members if I exclude myself from it. Because of the time constraint, we cannot consider all 8. So you have to nominate yourself. That could give you the possibility to go ahead. Okay. So who would like to come first? Let me call first our language evaluator, Sachin Toraskar, because we have not heard him until now.
Yes.
Okay. So before we go ahead, the timing rules. It's the advanced club, so everyone knows, but let me repeat once again. 1 to 2 minute, 1 minute green, 1.5 minute yellow, 2 minutes red, and 30 second, then buzzer. Okay. To qualify for the voting, you have to speak between 1 minute to 2 minutes. Now, purpose of the table topic session, you already very much clear, but let me add some value in it from my side. I will give a word or a sentence or phrase. You have to use 3 different voices. Okay, like child, mother, and maybe a unknown person. Or you could use anger, happiness, neutral, anything. Okay, so this is common for all. You have to use 3 different emotion, 3 different voices during attempting the table session. Okay, so Toastmaster Sachin, topic for you is learning is earning. Learning is earning, Toastmaster Sachin.
Do you believe that constant learning is the investment which will fetch huge returns in the future? When I was in college, I came across a good book called of Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read that book and the series of books, and thereafter I formed my mind that one day I will start something on my own. But thereafter, initially, I decided to take up some job in order to accumulate some resources. And I joined a job. And eventually, after working for almost a couple of years, I found out that I was not learning any new. But in spite of that, I was hesitant to leave that job and start something on my own. In spite of working really very hard, I was not going ahead. It was quite disappointing. But still, I was not gathering that courage. But 6 years before, when I joined Toastmasters, here I got some transformation in me and I decided to leave my job. And with that courage, I started my practice 6 years ago. And today, my practice has also grown to the really very good level. Apart from that, I am also visiting faculty at a good college in Mumbai, and also a trainer in Institute of Company Secretaries of India. So Toastmaster helped me in my personal life, and I am thankful for that. So over to you, table topic master of the day.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin. Now, who would like to go for the evaluation? Toastmaster Nirmala, would you like to do the evaluation in 30 seconds?
Toastmaster Jay, could you give it to somebody else now? I
Sure,
was
sure, sure.
writing a message to you.
Toastmaster Sapna, would you like to go ahead?
I don't want to take this up. I'm really sorry because I was not. I listened.
Sure,
but
sure,
I
sure.
just, yeah.
So Toastmaster Sai.
Toastmaster Sachin, you're always a lot of fun to listen to because you make very, very good points. But I feel there are times when your delivery needs a little bit of more. I don't know how to say it. You seem very serious and very as if you're trying to coach while talking to us. And I'd like a more friendly vibe from you as a speaker, maybe more approachable as a fellow Toastmaster and a fellow human being, and not somebody who knows more than us and is trying to preach to us. That's the only feedback I would give you. Other than that, I think your content is wonderful.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai. So let's go ahead with our timer, Kunal Jani. Toastmaster Kunal, are you ready?
Yeah.
And Toastmaster Sapna, you will do the evaluation. Let me tell you in advance. Okay. So let me repeat the rule once again. You have to use 3 different voices or 3 different emotions during attempting the topic. Okay. So Toastmaster Kunal, topic for you is what is success? What is success, Toastmaster Kunal?
In our lives, we always set a goal. We are always whenever we start, when at the age when we start thinking something, we have the ability to think about ourselves. We are always setting goals. Even as a child, you're always setting a goal that I want that toy, and you badger your parents until they get you that toy. As soon as you start growing up, you realize what you have to do and what you want to do, essentially, and you start setting your goals for your own self. Now, every time when you set a goal, the path you define, it's not always that you have to follow, and sometimes you have to take a detour from the path that you have chose. But that doesn't mean that you are not working towards your goal. And even it may happen sometime that you don't achieve your goal. It's possible that the road that you chose was not the road that was supposed to be taken. You took a detour and you reached somewhere else instead of reaching the destination that you intended to reach. But that is okay. So we should always understand that whatever we do is happening at the right moment of time. And speaker previously rightly said that whenever something has to happen, the universe will start doing its job to make it happen. But the point is that you learn from your path. You enjoy the journey more than the destination, the goal. As soon as that will make you a more better leader. So whenever you are on a path of doing something, you should make sure that you understand its importance. You should not get sad when you are failing. You should not get demotivated when you are very slow in achieving your goal. It takes a long time to achieve your goal, and you should not be very happy that you achieved your goal. Of course, there's a satisfaction that you receive, but you should remember that the road continues and on, and you should make sure that you make the best out of what you always do. Making yourself learn out of every step you take in your life is more important rather than thinking up too much about something that affected you or maybe didn't help you in your own way. That's it from my side. Over to you, your table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kunal, for this attempt. So Toastmaster Sapna, please go ahead for the evaluation in 30 seconds.
I have to be nice to Kunal. Okay, quick two things. First thing, there was this additional thing that you had to speak in 3 different voices. That was completely missed, and I can understand it's actually difficult. Jay has come up with such a tricky thing for us, all of us. That was one. Second thing, I think you were using setting goals so many times that I actually missed out on what it more of became like a crutch word for you in the entire speech. Third thing, I did not understand what was success, what it meant for you. I mean, you kept harping on what goals and all, which was fair, good, but what actually success means to you, I think you could have started with that, and probably you went more general. I think you could have probably started with a small story of yours and moved ahead. So that's my feedback.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so next is Toastmaster Prachi. Are you ready? Great. So Toastmaster Prachi will attempt the topic, and who will do the evaluation? Yes, you already did, ma'am. You already. Let's go ahead with the Toastmaster Nirmala Menon. Okay, so Toastmaster Nirmala will do the evaluation, and Toastmaster Prachi will attempt the topic. Toastmaster Prachi, it's okay to be different. It's okay to be different, Toastmaster Prachi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Jay. Good evening, everyone. It's okay to be different. In Dove ad, we see the tagline, love yourself. It is us. We should love whatever we are, however we are. No matter we are different from everyone, that doesn't matter. Even if we are fat, doesn't matter. Love yourself. If we are thin, lean enough, not equal to the mediocre people, it's fair enough. We can love ourselves. We are different, unique person altogether. Everyone has their own qualities, positives as well as negatives, which are unique. I would be having certain negative aspects. Certain positive aspects will also be there. So look upon the positive side of everything and proceed further. Leave aside the negative, try to overcome them, but still love your uniqueness. Love the difference. Every different person has reached up to to higher levels. If you look upon to our prime minister presently, he is a different person altogether. Not like a common person. He has certain positives, certain negatives. He is excellent communicator. He is unique, very different, gets many negative comments from everyone in the world. Still, he loves his difference and proceeds further with it. He has become a good, or to be called an excellent president or prime minister presently known all over the world. Love your uniqueness. Love to be different. Thank you. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prachi. So Toastmaster Nirmala, please go ahead.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jay. Toastmaster Prachi, you brought in a positive store when you said love yourself, which synced well with the topic. It's okay to be different. The only thing is you went on and kept talking about how we can be different and definitely give examples for the same. What I would have also looked forward to was when this topic has come in, it's okay to be different. You could also have said that if you are not different, or if you try to generalize yourself or be in the rat race, what could be the ill effects of that particular stance that you have taken. So when a person who thinks that he is different, but he has to project a different image just in for the benefit of an audience or benefit of a crowd, a group. So what are the repercussions that the person will have to face if such a situation happens? So that would also have added value to this particular topic. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Jay.
Thank you. So the next is Toastmaster Sapna. Are you ready? Would you like to attempt?
Yep.
Great, perfect. And Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Fagunan, you have to do the evaluation. Perfect. Great. So let me choose the most simplest one for you. Toastmaster Sapna, unconditional conditioning. Unconditional conditioning, Toastmaster Sapna.
Why do you want to give such a tricky topic when I'm literally confused right now sitting on my chair? Unconditional conditioning. If I really want to go back and think about this topic, I swear I don't have any story in my head. But the only thing that I can think about is that when you're growing up, when I was growing up, I still remember my mother has a little bit of OCD. And when I say little bit, please take it the other way around. It's not little bit, it's little bit. And she really likes things to be clean, neat and clean. When I started staying alone, there was a time when I had a 2 BHK, and I was completely averse to cleanliness, completely. And I used to like wash clothes, dry it out, and then take that entire pile and put it on one bed in one room. And then when I used to get tired of sleeping in the other room, I used to pick up the clothes, the entire pile from the room, and I'll put it in the other room and I'll go and sleep there. That's how I used to do the shuffling. And then my mother used to come every time, and she'll clean the house, she'll make everything tidy, and I never used to find my stuff out there. Today that I have gotten old, yes, I am growing old, I really feel that conditional or unconditional conditioning of staying in a neat environment is just getting on to me. Now I like my surroundings more cleaner. I like to have things in a proper place, but I really feel at the same time I'm becoming my mother a little bit, which I don't want to be, but still. So I think that unconditional conditioning starts off with your parents. Even if you don't want to be like them, you still become like them when you start getting old. And when I say that I'm start getting old, please don't quote me anywhere else. I hope the meeting is not, oh, it is getting recorded. Please go ahead and delete this. Sai, it will be really great. So thank you so much for that. Over to you, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sapna, for the attempt. So Toastmaster Fagunan, please go ahead.
Difficult topic and well attempted by narrating a story. So hats off for that. And yes, that's a fact. We learn unconsciously by our parents, and be it how we talk, how we behave, and how we do things. So nicely said that. What can be done differently is maybe instead of in the beginning, think and more, and then yeah, it's good to admit also it's just a normal meeting. But otherwise, if it's a contest, we definitely cannot start in that manner. That's the only thing. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fagunan. Okay, so let's go ahead with the next topic. So Toastmaster Nirmala, would you like to attempt? I have a very nice topic for you. Great. And Toastmaster Sachin, you have to do the evaluation. Are you ready? Definitely you will like the topic. Let me tell you in advance.
Please.
Okay. Toastmaster Nirmala, power versus position. Power versus position. Toastmaster Nirmala.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jay. Power versus position. This is a very interesting topic since, in fact, I recently joined a session on politics, how to discern politics. So this is something that we kind of gel with this topic. Power is important if it's used well. What I feel is when a person is in the position of power, when the person is in the position of power, I repeat, he should use his power well, because that is the time when they are the most, either they are the most powerful or they are the most insecure. So it's very important to know, understand his level or her level of power and use it use it to benefit people, benefit self, of course, and the society as a whole. But if a person misuses his position of power, the whole thing takes a backlash. At the end of the day, there's karma. Every person has to understand that karma is always there, writing a record, keeping a record of what we do, how we behave. Hence, a person in the position of power, what happens is when a person is in the position of power, he becomes blind, and he doesn't know that he at some point in time starts misusing that. Whether it might be sometimes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. But what happens is there are times when people do misuse. So that is what is important, that power and position both have to be respected and used fruitfully. Over to you, Toastmaster Jay.
Thank you. Now this is the time for the evaluation. Toastmaster Sachin, are you ready?
I think Toastmaster Nirmala has attempted this topic very well. But apart from that, she was constantly using the general things about the position and about the power. But instead of that, I think if she has used some real life examples of some of the people, for example, say, for a politician like Babasaheb Thackeray, who was not having any position, but that power, and he used for some purpose. Apart from that, if any other person like Hitler, who has the power and who has utilized it in a wrong sense. So it's up to the leader whether it's in his hand, whether to use that power or a position for in order to make the world a better place or to destroy it. That choice is yours. I think if she has used this thing, then that would have been even more apt. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin, for the evaluation. Okay, so timer, could you please help me to know how many more topics we could take?
We can take one more topic.
Okay, the last one. Okay, so Toastmaster Akshay, would you like to attempt? Toastmaster Prachi, would you like to do the evaluation? Perfect. Thank you. Toastmaster Akshay. Joy of watching horror movies. Joy of watching horror movies. Toastmaster Akshay.
Thank you, Jay. And good evening once again to all Toastmasters. I have no idea why the horror word is following behind me right since the morning meetings which I have been attending today. It seems it has a propensity to follow me today on this stage. Well, joy of attending horror movies. Was that the topic? Right? Yes. For example, if I have to remember from my school days, that time was the most fun. I used to watch this show on Star Bharat, I believe, which was Vicky and Vetal. That was a show which made me really scared at that time. But over the years, I have learned to be amused by the horror movies which have been created by the industries and shows. It doesn't make me scared. And nowadays, if I have to watch a movie and someone gets scared beside me, I have a very hearty laugh. What I've learned over the years is if you want to watch a horror movie, watch with those friends who are really scared and ensure that you make them more scared or scare the hell out of them, because that is the most fun. So next time, if any of you are planning to watch a horror movie with me, I will definitely enjoy the movie, not by watching what is happening, but by making or ensuring that you all get scared enough such that the next time you will ensure and pray that you do not get to see a horror movie with me. So this is all which I had to share. And that is back to you, Jay.
Toastmaster Prachi, please go ahead.
Okay. It was nice, Toastmaster Akshay. You could have taken more time and used more of pure examples and made us afraid. That was the first point. Secondly, you could have taken one of the movies with a friend and shared the example that you made your friend scare, and that memorable incident could be shared over here. Thank you. And over to you, topic master.
Thank you. So you both did the job a little bit quickly. So I'm just requesting my timer to allow me only 2 minutes more so that I can do the last experiment. Okay. So Toastmaster Sai, you are a child, 7-year-old child. Okay. You have to convince your father. You have to convince your father to give you the new iPhone. And Toastmaster Sapna, you are the father, not mother. You are the father. You have to say clear no. Okay. And let's choose one more because we have decided 3. And Toastmaster Akshay, let's take Toastmaster Akshay once again on the stage. Toastmaster Akshay, you are just a stranger. You are just listening them, and then you want to convince the father to give the iPhone to the child. You have to convince. But okay, but you are a girl. You are a girl, not a boy. Okay. So timer, please set the clock on 2 minutes 30 seconds. You can just close it. Let's enjoy the session. Last experiment. Are you ready all? Go ahead.
Dad, why did he call me Sai? Sai has I in it. I need the iPhone. My friends have the iPhone. I've seen the iPhone everywhere. Everybody has an iPhone. Yeah, I want the iPhone. This Christmas, you didn't get me anything for my birthday. You didn't get me anything for New Year's. But this Christmas, when when the school vacation ends, the Christmas vacation ends, Sai needs iPhone. It's so obvious, Dad. What?
Do you know how much efforts I have put in my entire life to create this I? And look at you. You have not even created one I, which is just part of your Sai, which is just part of your name. You want an Apple iPhone? Do you know how much it costs? Do you know how much I spend on your fees every month?
Has an iPhone. Even Auntie has an iPhone. Even this has an iPhone.
That auntie is married to an uncle. That is who gets her an iPhone. What are you doing? I am spending 1.5
Why did
lakhs
you call me
every
Sai?
month on your school fees.
Why
Is
did you
this
put
what
I
you
in
go
my
to
name?
school
Why
for?
did you put AI in my name? Why did you put I in my
That is because your mother wanted it. I did not want it.
Auntie,
Look
please
at
explain
look
Falguni.
at what she's done.
My dad, he's not
See.
understanding anything.
You have to understand, iPhone is important for the kids
Who are you?
nowadays.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am someone who is giving you gyan, like how the aunties give, right? So take this gyan and ensure that you give the iPhone
Should
to
I
this
give
kid.
you? Should I give you a better gyan? Please
No,
take him.
no.
Please take him. I know he's my DNA.
Yeah,
Please take him.
okay, I
Why
will
don't
take
you
him, but
buy?
you
Why
get
don't
the
you
iPhone.
buy?
Daddy,
No, why
please,
should
You get the
I?
iPhone.
buy me the
I have
iPhone.
already
Find my
done
way to
enough.
auntie's house. Auntie,
I
daddy, do this.
have
Buy
I
me
have
an iPhone.
already
Auntie.
done
Your
enough.
eye, right? So your eye, your purchase. I will take him.
I
Once you
will
get him the
buy.
iPhone,
I will buy
I will
once he
take him as
stands
well as the
first in
iPhone.
his class. He's always last in his class. Tell
Last
me
or
one
first?
day. Tell
That's
me
because
any
you take him to
damn
class late.
very
You drive so slowly on the road. Daddy, you don't know the way ever to school. You always lose
The
your way.
day he
Daddy,
turns
I told you to
around,
take him to
the
school
last
also.
will become first. So
That
that's
is
why
because you always tell me the wrong way to the school.
I'm a child. You
Because
should be
you
using the
don't want to
iPhone.
go
You buy
ahead
me
and
the iPhone
study.
and show you the way. You should please buy me the iPhone.
Please.
I
like
think
the
it's wrong.
I
aunties
got you
around,
an
you should
I
follow the
got you an
Google
Android. No,
Maps.
I got you an Android. What did you do with it? You can't even show me the right map to your school. And look, auntie, you got an auntie to actually come back and tell me that I
Follow the
have to
Google
buy an
auntie.
iPhone for you.
Take left, take right.
Benji.
I think we're out of time now.
Oh my god.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all this. So timer, could you please let us know if all the members are qualified for the
Thank you
voting?
so much, Jai. I would like to state the timings of all the table topic speakers. Sachin took 2 minutes 8 seconds. Sai for his evaluation took 30 seconds. I took 2 minutes 8 seconds. Sapna took 55 seconds for my evaluation. Prachi took 2 minutes 5 seconds, and Nirmala took 59 seconds for her evaluation. Sapna took 1 minute 52 seconds for her table topics, and Falgunan took 34 seconds for the evaluation. Nirmala ma'am took 1 minute 42 seconds, and Sachin took 1 minute 7 seconds for his evaluation. Akshay took 1 minute 36 seconds, and Prachi took 29 seconds for the evaluation. And our historic trio took 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Over to you, Jai. And we
Thank
are
you.
3 minutes behind on time. Over to you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so should we do the voting now? Please. So Master, could you please help me?
If it is ready, then we can.
Master Jai, I am consolidating all the votes in one sheet. All
Okay, sure. Then we will do the voting later.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
So thank you very much to all of you for this nice attempt. And I hope we did the justice with our time. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Jay, for this wonderful, unique table topic session that you did. So fabulous topics and also fabulous experiment towards the end, which was hilarious. Okay. Wonderful. There are 3 more strokes which I would like to quickly cover, and so that we have a complete understanding.